If you can pick any credit card from the past to bring back from the dead, what would it be? I'm going to tell you my pick in part 3 of my series, where I go over all of the 66 cards that I've opened in the last 8 years as a Points and Miles Pro. If you too want to become a points millionaire one day, feel free to reach out to me anytime and I'll do my best to guide you on what cards to get and, more importantly, what cards to avoid. All right, let's talk about this card, which I consider to be the GOAT. Sadly, it is no longer with us, so rest in peace. That card is the Bank of America Merrill Plus card. Look how pretty that is. The card got discontinued around September of 2017. Thankfully, I was able to get in June as part of my flurry of applications that I was doing as I jumped into churning, because I had a lot of wedding expenses coming up. But thankfully, I was able to use all those applications and Points and Miles to pretty much pay for my honeymoon in full. Now, the bonus of this card was actually pretty unique. It was 50,000 points after 3,000 spent. Yes, I know some of you are probably already going, dude, 50K, that's it? That's hardly anything. Herein lies a lesson I have for a lot of you listening who might be new to the hobby. Every point is not created equal, and I urge you to take a minute, dig in, and actually learn what the points that you're getting are worth. There's a big discrepancy between flexible points like Chase, Amex, Capital One, and Citi, as opposed to fixed ones like airline miles or hotel points. And then even between each one, the value can be greatly different depending on how you use it. But in the case of the Merrill Plus, it pretty much came down to this. Every 25,000 points, you could use to book a flight up to $500. So with a 50K bonus, that means I was able to book for 2 people, which is very convenient for a honeymoon. Now, this was limited to the Bank of America travel portal, so I did have to do some pivoting, some searching, and look for a deal. Here's lesson number 2 about all travel portals. They're basically a third-party booking site, and therefore the rates that you're going to find in there, even though you are paying with points, are always going to be tied to the cash rates. In my case, I did shop around and eventually found some round-trip tickets to Europe in the low season for about $550 per person. So I used my bonus and ended up booking a trip from Atlanta to London and then flying back from Rome back to Atlanta. Again, that's not bad, right? You got a round trip flight to Europe for 2 people from just one sign-up offer. But in addition to the really unique bonus, on top of that, there was no annual fee for the Merrill Plus card. And they even had a $200 incidental credit, which was actually pretty easy to use, unlike the one that's on the Amex Platinum right now. For those in the know, there are still some sneaky ways to redeem an actual flight out of the Amex incidental credit. Hope you learned something. Let me know what card you would like to bring back, and then follow along to see card number 4 and beyond.